students, how are you all? Hope you all are fine. Now today we will continue our chapter 7 of geography, our country India, where we will discuss about the physical division, and this topic is something very important that you don't have to miss. Before starting the topic, do share this video with all your friends and subscribe my channel and hit the bell button so that you get all the notification. So now we are going to understand the physical feature of India. India, Pakistan, Nepal, Bhutan and Bangladesh are separated from rest of the Asia by the Himalayan mountain ranges. This region is called the India subcontinent. A subcontinent is a big geographical unit which stand out distinctly from the rest of the continent. India is a vast country and has a great variety of physical features like mountains, extensive flat plains, plateaus, and the fertile river valleys. India can be broadly divided into the following 6 physical features. First is the Himalayan belt. So I can say this is the Himalayan region. Then you have a great desert, the northern plains. You have the Peninsula Plateau. Then you have the coastal plains. And finally you have the islands. So first, second, third, fourth and fifth and sixth are the major division in which we can explain India. Now let's talk about the Himalayas. The Himalayas extend from the Indus River in the west to the Brahmaputra River in the east. Himalayas means the abode of snow, or you can say home to snow. These mountains run from west to east for about 2,500 kilometers. The width varies from about 400 kilometers in the west to about 150 kilometers in the east. The Himalayas consist of 3 parallel ranges from north to south. These are the Himandri, the Himachal and the Shivalik. The outer Himalayas are known as Shivalik. The middle Himalayas are known as Himachal and the greater Himalayas are known as the Himandri. So, the Himandri or the greater Himalaya is the highest mountain range in the world. Most of the mountain peaks here are permanently under snow. Mount Everest, 8,848 meters in Nepal, is the highest peak in the world. Kanchenjunga, 5,598 meters, is the highest peak in the Indian Himalayan range. Now coming to Himachal. The Himachal or the lesser Himalayas lie toward the south of the Himandri. The important mountain ranges are Pir Panjal and the Dhauladhar. The Jammu Kashmir highway passes through the Banihal passes located in the Pir Panjal ranges. Many popular hill stations such as Shimla, Dalhousie, Kullu, Manali, Mussoorie, Nainital and Darjeeling are situated in these mountain ranges. Now coming to the Shivalik. The Shivalik or the outer Himalayas is the southernmost mountain range. These ranges are made up of loose deposits of soft rocks, mud and silt. Landslides are common in these parts of Himalayas. The Purvanchal ranges are found along the eastern boundary of India. They form a series of low hills. Several big rivers originated from the Himalayas. Most of them flow through the northern plains and fall either into the Bay of Bengal or the Arabian Sea. Now coming to the northern plains. The northern plains occupy the great part of the northern India. It lies towards the south of the northern mountains. It is also known as the Ganga Brahmaputra plain. It extends from the Satluj river in the west to the Brahmaputra river in the east for about 2,400 kilometers. The width of the northern plains decreased toward the east. The northern plains of India are made up of a fine silt brought by the river coming from the Himalayas in the north and the central highland in the south. This fertile silt is called an alluvial. The thickness of this alluvial deposited by the river varies from place to place. These alluvial deposits are laid by the river, the Indus, the Ganga and the Brahmaputra and their tributaries. These river plains provide fertile land for cultivation. That is the reason for the high concentration of population in these plains. Now, when we talk about Great Indian Desert, it is located in the west part of India. It is also known as the Thar Desert. It lies west to the Aravalli Hills and extends from the western Rajasthan to Pakistan. Most of its rivers and streams are lost in the sand. Therefore, the water is scarce and there are no big rivers like Ganga and Yamuna. It has very little vegetation. Saltwater lakes like the Sambar lakes are found in this region. Now coming to the Peninsular Plateau. It lies in the south of the northern plains. It is believed to be the oldest landmass of India. This area is, as you can see, triangular in shape and highly uneven. The average height of the plateau ranges from 600 meter to 900 meter. These plateaus are made of igneous and metamorphic rocks. Numerous hill ranges and valleys are located in this area. River Narmada, as you can see here, River Narmada divided it into two distant parts. First is Central Highland and the second one is Deccan Plateau. Coming to the Central Highland. It lies in the north, bounded by the Aravalli ranges in the northwest and the Vindhyas in the south. Malwa, as you can see, Malwa Plateau and Bundelkhand Plateau and the Chota Nagpur Plateaus are made up of hard igneous rocks. The main rivers of this region are, here you can see Chambal, then you can see Betwa, Son and Ken and Damodar are some rivers. Now coming to the Deccan Plateau, it lies in the south, bounded by Satpura ranges, Mahadev Hills, Maikal Hills and Kamur Hills in the north. The Western Ghats or the Syadris borders the Deccan Plateau in the west, while the Eastern Ghats from the eastern boundaries. Both the Ghat meet at the Nilgiri Hills in the south. The Nilgiri Hills are also known as Blue Mountains. Then Satpura and Vindhyas are the important ranges, as you can see here. Narmada River, Tapi, Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri are the important rivers of this area. Narmada and Tapi flows into the Arabian Sea, while Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri flow into the Bay of Bengal, forming a fertile delta at their mouth. The peninsular plateau are rich in mineral deposits like coal and iron ore. Many mines are also found in this area. Tribes like Bhils and Gonds live in this region who still follow the unique culture. Next, you have the coastal plains. To the west of the Western Ghat and to the east of the Eastern Ghat lies the coastal plain. The western coastal plains are very narrow. They are narrow because from one side of this is the sand and the lagoons, and in another side of this there is the delta of Krishna river and the other rivers. Most of the place is consumed by the ghats and the deltas. Now the eastern coastal plains are wider. Why they are wider? Because the rivers like Godavari, the Krishna and the Kaveri form the delta over there. The mountains of the eastern ghats are lower than the western ghat mountain ranges. They are the chain of broken low ranges along the Bay of Bengal. In the western coastal plains, we have two major rivers which flow. Here are Narmada and Tapi, and they directly move into the ocean. As a result, they have a kind of estuaries they form. They drop as a estuaries. However, toward the east, you have few major rivers which are Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri, which flow toward the east. All of these, when they are joining into the Bay of Bengal, they form a delta. So all the rivers on the eastern coastal plains of India form delta when they merge into the Bay of Bengal. However, toward the west, they merge as a estuaries into the oceans area. So this was the coastal plain, and lastly we have two island group, that is Lakshadweep and Andaman and Nicobar island group. Now Lakshadweep island group is mainly the coral origin. So you have mainly coral island that are seen here. Most of it is inhabitant. Now these coral are basically made of small tiny marine animals which are known as polyps. When these polyps die, they accumulate one over the other. They produce different colors and they ultimately form the coral island or the coral reef which we see. These coral island, or we can say Lakshadweep, is located in the Arabian Sea, and here Andaman and Nicobar is located in Bay of Bengal. Andaman and Nicobar is located in the southeast of the Indian Union. Do you know Andaman and Nicobar Island were severely affected by the tsunami in 2004? The islands were not only devastated by the tsunami but also by the earthquake and several aftershocks that occur near the island in the following days. The death toll from the tsunami in the island is believed to be around 2,000. The farmlands ruined by the salt water, 8 million liters of oil escaped from oil plant in Indonesia. Mangrove forests along the coast were destroyed. Here we have completed our chapter 7 of geography. If you have any query, comment down below, and don't forget to share this video with your all friends and subscribe my channel and hit the bell button so that you get the further notification. Thank you. Have a nice day.